I requested to return to a principal position. And starting July 1st, I am thrilled to say that I'll be back in a school as a principal once again.
Welcome to the Teach.Lead.Innovate podcast, where we dive deep into the heart of innovation, leadership, and transformative ideas shaping the future of education and technology. Each episode is a journey into the minds of visionary educators, thinkers, and leaders who are not just talking about change, they're living it. Real people leading real change. This is where passion meets practice and ideas come to life. Welcome to the Teach.Lead.Innovate podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Teach.Lead.Innovate. I'm your host, Dave Walker, and it feels so good to be back here with you again. First off, let me apologize sincerely for the long break between episodes. Life has truly been a whirlwind these past few months, with lots of exciting and challenging things going on. But I promise, we're back in action. And you can expect a fresh episode every single week from here moving forward. Because as many of you know, hosting this podcast has been a passion of mine ever since our journey began back in November 2023. And honestly, it's a passion. I don't make any money. This is truly my passion, like what I want to do. I can't imagine stopping this. It's more than just a podcast for me. It's a way to connect, share experiences, thoughts, ideas, and grow together in our professional and personal journeys. And today, I want to talk about something incredibly important, something I've experienced very personally lately, and that's authenticity, being true to yourself, pursuing your passion, and following the path that truly resonates with your heart. Let me start by sharing some personal news. As many of you know, I've been serving in central office in my district since July last year. And while it's been an incredibly rewarding experience, I realized something critical about myself over the course of the last year. At my core, I am happiest and most authentically myself when I am working directly with students, teachers, and families. I genuinely missed being a part of a school's everyday rhythm, the joy of seeing kids learning, the energy of guiding teachers and staff, of serving them, and the sense of community that comes from leading a school. And so after much reflection, several months ago, I requested to return to a principal position. And starting July 1st, I am thrilled to say that I'll be back in a school as a principal once again. And so I don't know exactly what the future beyond holds, but I do know one thing clearly, that leading a school community hands-on and directly is what I was meant to do. It just fills me completely. And I feel that that is my purpose. And this choice reflects my commitment to authenticity, living out what truly brings fulfillment and meaning to my life. But why does authenticity matter so much? Not just for me, but for all of us, especially in leadership, education, and innovation. According to Kernis and Goldman, authenticity is defined as the unobstructed operation of one's true or core self in one's daily enterprise. And in simpler terms, it means living, working, and leading in a way that aligns deeply with who you really are, your values, your beliefs, and your passions. And research consistently supports this. For instance, a study by Yeagle and Medler-Laras revealed that authentic leaders not only feel more fulfilled themselves, but they also inspire higher levels of trust, loyalty, and motivation within their teams. And in education, when teachers perceive their principals as authentic, there's a noticeable increase in staff morale and student achievement. Authenticity isn't just about personal happiness. It directly impacts those around you in profoundly positive ways. Now let's take a look at authenticity through the lens of recent news. You may have heard recently about Simone Biles' return to gymnastics, openly addressing her past mental health struggles and advocating for self-care and authenticity. Her message is clear that even at the highest levels of performance, Being true to yourself, your mental, emotional, and physical well-being, it's paramount. It's number one. And similarly, earlier this year, NBA star Kevin Love openly shared about his anxiety and his journey towards mental health advocacy, again demonstrating the power and importance of being authentic, even in the face of public scrutiny. These examples are powerful reminders that authenticity isn't weakness, it's courage. It's a strength to say, this is who I am, these are my limits, these are my strengths, and I choose to honor them. So how can we apply this principle practically in our own lives? Here are 3 quick points that I want you to reflect on this week. First, take time to listen to your inner voice. According to Brené Brown, authenticity requires daily practice, taking time to tune out external pressures and reconnect with your core self. Ask yourself regularly, am I doing what truly resonates with who I am? Second, be willing to take risks. Authenticity often involves stepping outside your comfort zone, just as I did when requesting a return to the principal role. It may feel uncomfortable or risky, but growth and authenticity almost always comes with some discomfort. And lastly, recognize that authenticity inspires others. Your willingness to be genuine, even vulnerable, provides permission for others around you to do the same. And this creates environments of trust, innovation, and collaboration. As educators, this is exactly the kind of atmosphere that we want to foster in our classrooms, schools, and workplaces. Authenticity is the cornerstone of true innovation. If you're not authentic in your leadership and in your life, how can you expect those around you to be innovative, creative, and passionate? So as we wrap up today's episode, remember this, everybody. Authenticity is not simply about feeling good. Nope. It's about doing good. It's about living and leading in a way that aligns with your deepest truths and highest values. It's a lifelong journey, but one worth traveling. So thank you again for joining me on Teach.Lead.Innovate. Don't forget, you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, YouTube Music, or watch this episode on YouTube. Wherever you join us, please subscribe, leave a review, and share the podcast to help this community grow. All right, everybody, have an amazing week, everyone. And remember, always stay true to yourself. I'll see you again next week. And until next week, stay inspired, stay positive, and have the best day ever.